So hello and welcome everybody, what is going on? So, you may have read the title, you may have been as excited as I am, because I have actually struggled, I've really struggled. The last couple of weeks, I really wanted to watch Game of Thrones, I really wanted to watch the 7th season. Normally I would have watched it straight away, because obviously I wasn't at home, so I just came home last week and whatnot, and I just wanted to just have a moment to do the live reaction, because ever since doing live reactions, having patience to do things is just very difficult. So, Game of Thrones Season 7. Now, before I start, I just want to say a few things. First of all, I can have basically, if you look at the HBO agreement, whatever they have with like the live reactions, live reactors and whatnot, you can have like 10 minutes of footage in the video. So that's basically what we're gonna have. We're gonna have like a maximum of 10 minutes of footage in the video. Additionally, I'm going to do a little bit like the Blind Wave crew do, which basically means I'm going to write a few things down if I find something interesting. So, you know, if you see me writing something down, that's basically what I'm doing. I'm writing stuff down that I found interesting to talk about later on. But, Game of Thrones Season 7. So, where do I begin? Should I start with my hopes? Yeah, let's start with my hopes. Because I did make live reactions to like the trailers and whatnot, but I never really talked about them in depth. So, my big hope, my big hope is that they do Euron justice, because a lot of you guys know that, you know, I don't feel like Euron got his justice. He didn't really feel like threatening. He didn't feel menacing. He didn't feel like a threat. You know, he just seemed like a random dude that came into power. He just came out of nowhere pretty much, and he just got power. So I'm hoping that they do him a little bit of justice, a little bit more like how he's in the books. I'm not going to try obviously spoil anything, but I'm just hoping that he's actually going to be a threat, because that's basically what I didn't feel he was in the show so far. What else? Jon Snow, King of the North. There's obviously this whole trailer where it's like Sansa and Jon Snow. Well, Sansa, she gave that cup speech, the wolf speech, that the lone wolf dies but the wolf in the pack survives, or something like that. You know, the thing that Ed had always told her. So that means that I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of different thoughts with her and Jon, like a lot of discussion, a lot of clashes, I guess, a clash of personality and clashes of ideologies. And at the end, I don't know when, maybe at the end of the season, maybe halfway through the season, she's going to be like, you know what, we need to stay together. So we need to stick together, or something along those lines. Who else? So that's Jon and Sansa. Now, Jon, I don't know, season 7, it's a quite a long season. I think by like the 5th or 6th, how many episodes are there this season? I think 7 episodes, right? So that means so halfway through, that means by episode 4, I think you'll have to have seen Dany. I think it just has to happen, because speaking of Dany, what will she do? I mean, in the trailer, we obviously saw her take Castle Rock, or attempt to take Castle Rock. So, I don't know. You know, she just going. I don't think she's going directly for it. I think she's playing the long game. But what does the long game really entail? How do you best get to Cersei? In terms of army, she should have like the clear advantage. Absolutely. But Euron, he's the X factor in my opinion, because I'm guessing 100% that he's going to align with Cersei, so that could make for quite interesting. That could make for quite interesting dynamic, to be totally honest. But anyway, whoever missed. Obviously, the thing, but I don't think they're going to play a role. The Whites and the White Walkers, I don't think they're going to play a role pretty much until halfway through the season. I just can't see them cross the wall that easily just yet. Bran, he's quite interesting as well, because obviously the thing with his hand mark and whatnot, does that mean that the White Walkers can now get past the wall? I don't know. I have no idea, because obviously they were able to get past the Crow's Eye, not the Crow's Eye, the Three-Eyed Ravens, and the Children of the Forest, their layout. But does that mean that, you know, that they can get through the wall? I don't know. But we'll see. We'll see. We're going to get started though, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to get started. So yeah, let's go. Oh, I know what's gonna happen right now. How? How? That has to be Aya. Can only be Aya, really. Ah.
Now that winter has come. But first, a toast. No more of that Cornish horse fish. This is the finest harbour gold. Proper wine for proper heroes.
Dang it. I don't know what to write. Aya poisoned him?
Not you. I'm not wasting good wine on a damn woman. Maybe I'm not the most pleasant man. I'll admit it, but I'm proud of you lot. You're my family. The men who helped me slaughter the staff at the Red Wedding.
Ah. You dead, bro.
No. That was your mistake. Wow. Rip them all out, root and stem.
Really, Aya?
Leave one wolf alive, and the sheep are never safe.
That is just brutal. Half these didn't even have much to do with anything. But she left all the girl servants alive.
When people ask you what happened here, tell them they're not from members. Tell them winter came. That's
Imagine seeing that right in front of you. Imagine seeing that happen. You'd freak out. Straight away. Straight away we've seen them. I might have been wrong. We might see them cross sooner than I thought. They bring the winter. Or are they the winter? Ha ha ha! They've got an army with, well, to expect it, but still. Is that a giant? Is that a giant? It is. It's another giant. No, I thought that looked a little bit like Hodor at first, but looks more like one. But it obviously can't be him. No. Really? So much is happening this episode.
You are this.
I'm Mira Reed, daughter of Howland Reed.
Who hasn't been seen.
This is Brandon Stark, son of Ned Stark.
How do I know?
I don't plan on knitting by the fire while men fight for me. I'm a small little lover, and I might be a girl, but I am every bit as much a Northerner as you.
You are Mary.
Damn.
And I don't need your permission to defend the North.
Oh, damn. Are you that way smiling?
We begin training every man, woman, boy, and girl on Bear Island.
We need to shore up the fences. Ancestral homes because of the crimes of a few reckless sons.
So there's no punishment for treason and no
Huh. She shouldn't be doing this out here, though.
The punishment for treason is death. Sins. And I will not take a family home away from a family it has belonged to for centuries. That is my decision. And my decision is fine.
Interesting. I will not punish a son for the sins of his father. Does that apply to Danny as well?
No,
Is he gonna basically gonna ignore that? Oh, that's a great little detail. That, yeah, the thing that the Umber has on. That's a great little detail. Now and always. Now the question is, who do you guys agree with? They both make a fair point. Different ways of ruling. Exactly, that's the big problem. Here we have the Queen herself in person. Okay, Tommen, he needs to bring that up. He murdered the Mad King because he feared what he would do with Wildfire, and then she goes ahead and does it. There has to be something.
That's what we've been waiting for.
We never talked about Tom.
There's enough to say.
Our baby boy killed himself.
He betrayed me. He betrayed us both. Should we stand our days mourning the dead mother, father, and all our children? I loved them, I did. Ashes now, we're still flesh and blood. The last last, the last one to count.
As predicted. As predicted. As predicted. I think every time Euron appears on the screen, I should just not speak. Just to give him justice.
Reasons family members are fighting for the same side. I thought we were miners. We murdered them together.
Interesting.
Greyjoys rebelled against
I like that look.
demons. Some call them stories.
Okay, I like this Euron a lot more.
Place being crowded.
Wow.
I enjoyed killing Greyjoy. Thankfully, in two good hands.
Ooh. Ho 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 ho! Wow.
Decline the proposal.
Woo! Two good hands.
Why?
Damn! Euron! He just went from previously being a disappointment to now just being right up there. Good thing stuff like that doesn't bother me at all. Thanks 4chan. Thanks internet. That's quite an interesting approach, but the guy's been too hopeful. Far too hopeful. No, yeah, okay. Okay. That's the one thing, that's the only thing that I've really been spoiled on. Ed Sheeran. I'm trying to keep myself off Twitter and social media and whatnot just so that it gets spoiled, but that's the one thing that I did see. You can see how uncomfortable he is. It just shows you how much he's changed as a character. How much he's developed. Gravedigger. Interesting. I swear, you guys should have just listened to Stannis from the beginning about everything. He should have been the king. Pride, honor, duty. Oh! I should have expected that. Ah, finally. Finally. There is so much to talk about. This video is going to be quite long. Daenerys Stormborn. Her first time, well, not her first time, but she's finally touched Westeros.
Shall we begin?
Wow, wow, wow. Where do I even begin? I wrote so much down that I wanted to talk about, but where do I even begin? First of all, it's good to have this show back. It's good to have this show back because I love it. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's helping, especially somebody who's actually currently writing a book. Yeah, it's not really going that well, in all honesty, with me writing my book. But I'm only at like 200 pages right now, but seem to just be stuck. But especially as somebody who's currently writing a book, or who has been writing a book for roughly 4 months now, the show and the book is just so inspirational. Just how good the world building is. So seeing that aspect, I mean, right now the world is already built pretty much, but just seeing how the characters interact, how each character. I mean, the reason why this episode felt so long is because we just kept seeing more and then more and then more, and it's just a characteristic of Game of Thrones. It just because the amount of characters that are in it, you just feel like you're watching like a feature-length film. I know it was only like an hour and a few minutes or so, so I'm just really glad that the show is back. I really am, because I love this show. I'll be totally honest, I love this show. But there are a few things that I have to talk about. There are a few things that are written down. The first one is that I am poisoning all the phrase, okay? Because I think that at the end, when I am poisoning all the phrase, I mean, she already poisoned the main phrase in season 6. You know, Water Frey, Blackwater Frey, what's the other guy called? I don't know his name right now. But she poisoned those, right? The main dude's responsible. And then she poisoned the rest of them. I thought it was a bit harsh. I thought that was, because a lot of these are soldiers, you know, you're just following orders essentially. So that's why I thought it was really awesome just to see like the Lannisters and her interacting with the Lannisters and basically seeing that yes, these people they might work for a different army, you know, and whatnot, but they are still they're still all of them each individual. They're all individuals that, you know, that at the end of the day they have their own goals, their own aspirations, their own desires, their own hobbies, their own dreams. So instead of looking at people just as a group or whatnot, I thought it was very nice contrast to see obviously the Lannisters and then her finding out that they each have somebody waiting for them, or that they each have something going for them, you know, and that at the end of the day they might be Lannisters, or they might be in a Lannister army, but they are still humans, if that makes sense. So I thought that was a really great contrast. I would have brought up the thing with the phrase anyway, because I thought, you know, I thought that was pretty, I don't know, a bad move, but I thought it was pretty extreme. So I really like the contrast they had then later on with the Lannisters. So with the Lannister army, I know I keep saying Lannisters, but just, yeah. Then we had Jon and Sansa. That was nice. I thought, you know, you could clearly see that there was some tension. As pretty much as predicted. There's going to be some tension the whole way through. Sansa, obviously, she thinks totally different. Her experience made her feel different. Her experience made her think different. And Jon's experience made Jon think and feel different. So it's nice to see the contrast between them and just seeing that, you know what, they all think differently because they've all learned from different kind of people, you know. Sansa learned from Cersei pretty much, and so if you learn from Cersei, you basically learn to kill everyone. You basically learn to kill your enemies, which is basically what she wanted to do. Not kill per se, but, you know, get rid of them because they betrayed us. Get rid of them. They shouldn't rule. They shouldn't, you know, have a house. Jon, he obviously grew up on a Night's Watch, and he essentially followed Eddard, and he basically always does what would Eddard do. You know, what would his teachings, you know, what would they lead to? And so it's just really nice seeing the contrast. And obviously Jon is the Lord, not the Lord Commander. He's the Lord of Winterfell. So yeah. Sansa really shouldn't have spoken during the meeting, but it is what it is. You know, it's just like nice seeing how their experience guide them. You know, I just thought that was a pretty awesome touch. Next up, Tommen. I'm actually a little bit mad. I'm a little bit angry and a little bit mad because I don't like how that went down with the whole Tommen thing. You know, with I'm sorry, but that was just a bit weak. That was a bit weak. Like, oh, you didn't care about Tom? No, he betrayed me. Okay, that's almost what it seemed like. And I don't know. I like Jamie. I like Jamie a lot. I just thought there would be a totally different reaction. I think maybe I could see it potentially building up throughout the whole season. That he slowly grows further and further away from Cersei. Maybe, but I thought there would be a much bigger talk about, you know, what you did, you know, with the whole wildfire, and then with Tommen as well, pretty much being responsible for that. There would be a much bigger backlash, but there isn't. There wasn't. I don't understand that. I really don't, because you need to understand, right? He killed the Mad King because the Mad King threatened to use wildfire on the whole town, on the whole city, right? He killed him because he feared that, right? But when Cersei does it, I mean, I know he's hopelessly in love with her, but when Cersei does it, he's just like, okay, cool, sorry. So, I'm sorry, that was probably the weakest part of the episode. Or the part I'm most disappointed about, I should say. So it's rather frustrating. But then came pretty much one of my favourite parts of the episode, Euron Greyjoy. Oh, the guy was awesome. The more I see him, the more I like him. He's honestly, he had a cocky streak to him. He wasn't quite, you know, he wasn't quite ballistic. He wasn't quite batshit crazy like he is in the books. Where, you know, you have like your three enemies essentially. You start with Joffrey, who's just like, he's not really a threat. He's just arrogant. He's just cocky, whatnot. But he's not really a massive threat. You know, you're not a psychopath. Yeah, he's got a little screw loose, but that's about it. Then you have Ramsay Bolton, who, you know, you're like, okay, this guy, he isn't that nice. You know, he isn't all that. You might want to stay away from him. I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't get anyone near him. That's basically Ramsay Bolton. And then you have Euron Greyjoy, who's supposed to be like, okay, I'm Euron Greyjoy. Anyone else, get away from me. Yeah, that's basically what it was. That's basically the stages of enemies, I guess you could say. Where, you know, Joffrey was just level 1. Then you had Ramsay Bolton, who was like level 40. And then you have Euron Greyjoy, who's like level 90 on the insane and just the insane scale, the insanity that this guy portrays in the books is just off the chart. So I like seeing him just more cocky, more cocky, but also you could see a little hint of just his craziness when he was like, yeah, I enjoyed seeing you kill all these. I enjoyed. I need to get my accent right. I enjoyed seeing you kill all these Ironborn. I can't do that. I can't do an accent. But basically, when he was saying, you know what, you killing them, that was good stuff. That was good stuff because it was getting a little bit crowded here. So you know what, good stuff. So I really just like seeing that because, you know, just kind of shows his personality more. So every time I see Euron, I'm guessing I'm gonna like him more and more. But yeah, I'm hoping so. Then we had Sam and Jorah moment, and let's start with Sam. Unfortunate. All this could have been avoided, right? If they had just listened to Stannis in the first place. Stannis Baratheon. Azor Ahai. That's all I'm going to say. You guys should have listened to the true ruler of Westeros. The true monarch of Westeros. You guys should have listened to him. You guys really should have listened to him, and you wouldn't even be in so much trouble. He said right when he landed at the wall. He said, I've got a lot of obsidian glass. Mine it. Use it. The White Walkers are coming. Use it. No, listened. And now they're all paying for it. You know, Sam, you wouldn't have to go to the Citadel either if you had just listened. Jorah Mormont, yeah, he's obviously waiting there as well. His grayscale is growing, it's developing, so that's that really. There wasn't really much of Jorah Mormont anyway, so that's all we can really say. Yeah, the Lannisters, I already mentioned that, you know, the whole contrast. Then you had the Hound, and the Hound, obviously the Hound, I mentioned this already, but it's just nice seeing his personality just change, because he is a character, you know, that you could see that although he changed Arya changed him too. And it's not like he was always a bad person, don't get me wrong, he was always a good person, because he always looked out for example, Sansa. She always looked out for her. But, you know, he wasn't really that, he wasn't somebody that would have gone there and been like, you know what, I'm sorry you guys had to die. He wouldn't, honestly, he probably wouldn't have cared. So, just from that standpoint, I like seeing the character development, as well as the fact that now it looks like they're heading north. Hey, they're heading to the wall. I see a wall. The wall. Last but not least, and I don't think there's much I can really say, but that's Dany. Daenerys. Not Daenerys, but Dany. Daenerys Targaryen, or Daenerys Stormborn. She finally, wow. When you think about it, it only took 7 seasons. She finally reached her hometown, her home city, her home continent, and now she's here to rule. Interesting. Let's see how that goes. Let's just see how that goes. But that was episode 1, ladies and gentlemen. I will see. I don't know when this will be up, because I'm guessing it's going to take quite a while to render, so it might be up like tomorrow or in 2 days or so. But I'm late anyway already, so it doesn't really matter. But I will see you guys whenever that is up, whenever episode 2 is up. Episode 3 came out yesterday as well. I was planning on watching it, but I was like, you know what, I've not seen episode 1, I've not seen episode 2, so I might as well not watch it, because I don't want to spoil myself by missing anything. I probably would have been able to put pieces together, but I don't want to spoil myself. So under normal circumstances, I probably would have watched it, but ever since I've started doing live reactions, like, you know, I'm trying not to. I'm trying to hold myself back. But yeah, that's all there is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, everyone, and have a nice day.